Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest World Tutorials. I'm QuincyGZ, and in this video I want to do an official video on the new Mega Monster, so that is going to be Fallen Angel Elgios. So in my blind battle I actually used a Mera based team, and I'm going to be using a rendition of that particular team. So you're going to see here that right over here my ninja is actually not going to be using a Mera based weapon. He's actually going to be using Boggy. So hopefully I will be able to actually execute what I have planned for this particular battle. So pretty much with this team in general, right over here I'm going to have a Guardian level 60 going to be equipped with the Demon Hammer. So with the Guardian's going to play a pretty big role in this particular battle in terms of buffing himself, in terms of also taking the attacks from pretty much taking the attacks from the enemy rather than actually having the enemy attack the other characters, pretty much using the ability called provocation. I'll eventually go over that in a class breakdown of this particular class, but yeah, with the Demon Hammer I should be doing some okay damage with this character. Then over here I'm going to have a Demon Swordsman equipped with the Galaxy Blade. So the Galaxy Blade does a very good job with this particular battle. Hopefully I can get some direct hits and also super critical hits that will actually do some pretty good damage to the enemy. I think I will probably keep Mera Force on rather than just go straight weapon damage, since it does provide good damage later on in the battle. Then over here my ninja is going to be equipped with the Claw of Black Storm, so this is again going to be Boggy based damage. So with Tempest Blow I should be able to do 2 attacks to the enemy, so pretty much increasing chances of getting Shadow Weaves. And also Tempest Blow has an effect of actually lowering attack power. I actually have not tried this out yet, but hopefully I actually do get those results in this particular battle. And then over here I'm going to have my High Priest. So with the High Priest, going to have on the Angel Rod. So the Angel Rod is going to be very important here. So in the blind battle I actually got 2 charms in the battle, so that actually is very effective for this particular battle. So hopefully I actually can repeat the success of that particular battle as well. So yeah, so that's going to be this particular team. So if you want to know more about it, you can look down in the video description down below. But now what I want to do is actually go over the abilities of Elgios. So with Elgios, he's going to be a question marked enemy, have around 270,000 HP if you're soloing this particular Mega Monster. Going to have 2 to 3 actions per turn. Weaknesses, pretty much non-attribute damage is going to be its main, most going to be the recommended type of attacks to actually use. I do have those particular ones, and especially in terms of the Miracle Blade, the Strong Fist of the God of War. Those things do non-attribute damage, but here I'm actually going to use Mera Boggy, since Mera and Boggy are going to be the other recommended attributes for this particular battle. So in the actual blind battle I actually mentioned he had buffs, so he's going to have 4 buffs. So 1 buff is actually going to be a permanent buff, it does not go away, so that is going to be Hichu, which is going to be Careful Aim. So with this he does not miss any of his attacks. So pretty much using things like increasing your evasion rate or your guard rate, those things will not work. He will always hit your character. So in this case you want to actually just increase your defenses. That's all you really can do for this particular battle. Then his next buff is going to be resistance increase to all attributes. So pretty much in the blind battle I actually saw that Mera wasn't actually doing so well. That's because of this particular buff that he has on. So he has increases resistance to all attributes by 1 rank, and this lasts only 3 turns. So pretty much after 3 turns I should be able to do some pretty good damage with the weapons that I do have on, especially with the Galaxy Blade. After that he's going to have Spell spell resistance increase. So this is going to increase spell resistance by 2 ranks, so last 3 turns. So that's kind of one of the main reasons why I do not have a spellcaster here, pretty much just because of this right in the beginning. For non-attribute damage, the Odorbo's staff would actually work well, and actually does have the effect of lowering spell resistance as well. So but I don't want to actually risk it too much with that particular battle, so I'm pretty much just going out with straight attackers here and not spellcasters. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this battle. Then he's also going to have Mera Force, another buff, so that's going to add Mera attribute to his attacks and lowers his Mera damage taken by 20%. So that's actually quite good on him, but bad for me. So but the Mera Force buff only lasts 2 rounds, so you don't have to worry about it too much. So in terms of his abilities, his main ability is called Memento Mori, which is going to pretty much reduce all characters' HP to 1 HP and puts on a death countdown. So that's actually quite devastating. So definitely you need to heal up. In this case, possibly using 2 healers for this battle would be actually a very good idea. After that, he's going to have Madante. That does around 560 non-attribute spell damage to all characters. He pretty much does this later in the battle if the battle does go on for that long. If you can actually get him down quite easily or faster, then that's actually going to be better for this particular battle. Then he's going to have a super high speed repeating strikes. So this does around 200 physical damage to 1 character 6 times. So again, a lot of the times he's going to be attacking the Guardian with this particular attack. That's why you want to use Skada on the Guardian right in the beginning. Then after that, he's going to have Yaketsukuiki, which is going to be Burning Breath, which inflicts paralysis on all characters. He's also going to have Jikoku no Ikazushi, which is going to be Hell Thunder. That does around 400 Dane damage to all characters. And of course, this all depends. The damages vary depending on your resistances to the attributes mentioned. Then he's also going to have a Kogoe Fubuki, which is Ice Storm, so that does around 370 Hado breath damage to all characters. Then also going to have Yami no Hono, which does Dark Flames, which does Dorma breath damage to all characters for around 320 damage. So in this case, using Fubaha actually would be a pretty good idea, maybe in between attacks, especially if I'm able to get a Shadow Weave. After that, he's going to have an ability called Nosedive that does around 420 physical damage to 1 character. Then after that, going to have Ayashi Hitomi, which is Suspicious Gaze, puts 1 character to sleep. Then going to have Yami no Hado, which is going to be Dark Wave, lowers the defense and agility of all characters by 1 rank, and also going to have Prey. So with Prey, he offers up a prayer and it pretty much recovers all of his MP, and this is used right after he uses Madante. So yeah, in terms of the notes, I mentioned some things already. So you want to increase your defenses rather than try increasing your guard rate, since he can ignore your guard rate and also your evasion rate because he has careful aim. Then also with that, like I mentioned, it's also sometimes a good idea for using 2 healers, pretty much due to his main ability, which actually lowers your character's HPs to 1. After that, protective shield on your healer is actually a pretty good idea, especially to protect your healer against being paralyzed by Burning Breath. Then also using souls and soul pearls that give resistances and damage to question marked enemies. So with that said, hopefully things do work out with this battle. Hopefully with Tempest Blow, I'm actually able to lower his attack power. I actually have not tried that out yet, but pretty much this is all working in terms of a theory. So with that said, here we go. Okay, so here we go with this battle. So hopefully things do actually go well, pretty much just like they did in the blind battle. Though with that, I did have the perk on, but here things should actually go well. So here I'm going to go ahead and attack. So let's see what happens here. Not bad damage. Oh, okay, I get a shadow clone. So nothing there. So here what I'm going to do is use Transcendent Fighting Spirit to increase attack power and also increase the limit of my attack power to up to 3 ranks. Going to put Skada on my Guardian, and then with my High Priest going to go and use Blade Dance to do damage, 4,000 damage to Elgios, and also increase attack power of my characters. So let's see what happens with Elgios here. So there goes Health Under. So okay, Guardian actually took that damage in, so that actually does help me out. Okay, so super high speed attack that actually went on to my ninja. So okay. So I should actually be somewhat okay here. Here what I'll do is again use Transcendent Fighting Spirit. And here going to go ahead and attack using Tempest Blow. And then here what I'll do is here I'll put Skada on my ninja as well, since he did she took that attack. Here what I'll do is I'll actually go ahead. Okay, super crit or a crit, so that fully healed my ninja. So there goes Dark Breath or Dark Flames. And here goes Memento Mori. So everyone's HP is now at 1. So here I need to actually really heal up my characters. Hopefully I can actually get that done. So here what I'll do is going to go ahead and attack again. And there got a Shadow Weave, so that really does help out. So here what I can start doing is now start attacking. So what I'll do here is go ahead and attack here. So 46,000 damage, so very nice. Okay, so here what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and I'll use Skada on my High Priest. And with my High Priest, going to just go up and heal. And okay, so that actually was not bad. If I got a Saint Echo, that would have been really nice. And if that critted, that would have been even better. And okay. Okay, so I actually realized that I actually messed up quite a bit. So when setting up this team, I completely forgot that I did not have... Okay, so this particular ninja I have is not going to be ranger based, but going to be pirate based. So that actually is actually kind of bad for me in this. It puts me in a pretty bad situation. But actually, I'm just gonna have to take it. Here what I'll do is I will go ahead, heal up. So pretty much most of my characters here are healed. So here I have Elgios down to 50% health. So what I'll do here is again going to go ahead and attack. And since his power level is, or his intimidation level is at 3, I'm actually going to use Roar to actually lessen the damage that he actually does this next turn. So here again with my Guardian, I want to actually increase my defenses. Here, going to go ahead and heal up with my High Priest, hopefully I can get a charm. No charms. Maybe a Saint Echo to get a charm. No, nothing there. So let's see what he does here. Okay, 115. That's nothing at all. Same with that. The high speed attack, only 56 per turn for attack. So that actually did help out. So here I'm going to lose my buff. So I'm going to use Transcendent Fighting Spirit. And then next turn I probably will use super. I will probably use super. Gather Strength for that, and there I actually was able to lower his attack power, so it does actually work. So here what I'll do is I'm actually going to go ahead and attack with my Guardian. And here what I want to do is actually I could use Ultra Hustle Dance, and that's going to fully heal my characters, or should. So, ooh, okay. So actually it did not fully heal my Guardian, actually. So most likely the next turn my Guardian goes is probably going to... Okay. Yeah, so he's... next turn my Guardian is actually going to die. That's... Yeah, in this situation, what I could actually... I'm actually just going to go ahead and attack, since I do have his attack power lowered by 1 right now. Hopefully I can actually get that. I didn't mean to do that. Oof. Okay. Messing up. Alright. So here what I want to do is I'm just going to go ahead and heal. Okay, ooh, so that was Burning Breath. That would have paralyzed me. So, I'm glad that missed. Alright, so here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, resurrect. So here what I'll do is I will go ahead and, yeah, I actually really messed up. Oh man. But, actually I should be okay. We'll see what happens here. Here with Ultra Hustle Dance, hopefully I can get a charm or a Saint Echo. Let's see what happens. So nothing there. Okay, so there goes Megante. So, ooh, yeah, my, so pretty much my, Guardian actually protected the party from that. So I believe if, he did not protect, my party, some of them would have died. So, here, what I'm going to do is going to go ahead and attack. Hopefully I can get, okay, 47,000. I will take it. So here, going to go ahead, attack here as well. So there I got Provocation on. And here, going to go ahead, use Ultra Hustle Dance. Pretty much heal. Hopefully can get a charm. No charms. But there I did get buffs to attack power. Okay, so there goes Dark Wave. And then the attack power buff, it looks like it's going to actually go down next turn if I don't get another buff to it. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so here, going to use Ultra Hustle Dance. Here, let's see. Going to go ahead and attack. And, ooh, okay, I actually did recover. I actually did get a, was able to lower his attack power again, so it's still down. So let's see what happens with this attack here. Oh, only 17,000 damage. Okay, so that's actually not good. Here, what I need to do is I need to actually... So, I'm actually going to use this here. Otherwise, all my characters would have died the following round. But I'm actually in a pretty good position in terms of this battle. Especially right now, since... Especially since his attack power actually has been lowered down to 2. So here what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and use... Actually, I can't use Fubaha, that's right. So actually all I can do is actually go ahead and attack. So here, going to go ahead and attack here. There, 34,000 damage. Ultra Hustle Dance. And then here, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and attack. So like I said, I'm actually okay with this battle, especially since his attack power actually has been lowered. Only thing here that can actually mess me up are breath attacks, so just like that there. But yeah, in this situation, yeah, it's actually kind of bad since both characters are actually paralyzed. So here I'm actually just going to have to use Hustle Dance. And okay, I did get a charm, so that really does help out. So couldn't do anything there, that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll use a Full Moon Herb on him there. Then here, going to go ahead and attack. And, ooh, okay, almost down, almost down. So, pretty much what I'll do, since he's pretty much almost down, I'm actually just going to go ahead and use Encore. And with this should actually finish him off, yes. Okay. And again, a purple soul, and here I got a D. Okay, so overall the battle went okay. There are some things that I actually did mess up on in terms of the battle. The first thing was not checking my ninja's actual soul path. He was on, or she was on, the actual pirate soul path and not on the ranger soul path, which would have been more beneficial in terms of getting shadow weaves. So when I thought I did get a shadow weave, it only actually made him miss one attack and not the other two. So actually really surprised me in the battle. I wish I had checked that earlier. But besides that, I messed up in terms of doing damage to the enemy. I actually did a transcendent fighting spirit when I really wanted to actually do a super gather strength in order to do a very good attack the next round. But in terms of everything else, my guardian actually was quite good in this battle. Actually took a lot of damage meant for the team and actually saved them in many cases. But something that I can actually say that's a positive about going back to my ninja, a positive about the ninja was the Claw of Black Storm actually did work out well. I actually was able to lower Elgios attack power down 2 ranks, so it does actually work, and it's effective. So definitely that's a pretty good strategy to have on. And then of course I have my high priest that was healing my characters, and I actually did get a charm during the battle, so that actually did work out as well. So probably I'll actually do this right now. Go ahead and change the soul path to Ranger, because I think this is going to be the team that I will be using against Elgios, pretty much for farming his soul. So yeah, with that said, and also speaking of souls, I want to go over the S grade soul of Elgios. So that is actually going to be, let's see, so going to be a purple soul S, and going to be right here. So Ergio, like I said, is a purple soul, so the main stats are going to be your max MP, your magic power, and then in this case, stats that are actually good to mention, going to be your agility and also your dexterity. So in terms of the max HP is actually not so bad, it's 86, but your max MP 130, so that's quite high. Your magic power 140, that's quite high as well. Your agility 96 and dexterity 105. So this is a pretty good soul for a for purple as well. So in terms of its abilities, you're going to have a plus 10 to spell damage, plus 3% damage to question marked enemies, and then also you're going to have plus 10% to Dorma resistance and plus 7% to charm resistance. So this is actually a pretty good soul to have on, especially for the basic stats. So here we're going to actually lock that in. So with that said, I think this is probably going to be the only video that I will do on Elgios. It's actually not much else to cover in terms of what he's weak to. So he's weak to Boggy. The only other, if I actually get the new weapon, the Hero's Spear, I will actually probably try making a video and using it against Elgios, but that is if I actually do get it, and I still haven't gotten it yet, but hopefully I do. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you would like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.